Good evening. I'm a born-again Christian, believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, who was crucified, dead and buried, arose, and as someone says, at this moment, at the right hand of God the Father, making intercession for one and for all. I do appreciate your teachings or whatever it may be about the Muslim faith, which I listen, and according to what you have said, that those who believe in the Muslim faith should go and win those who believe in Christianity. I would like to know the reason why you want the Muslim to change the Christians and not the Christians to change the Muslim.
You see, the Christians at the present moment, they are busy throughout the world. There are 70,000 crusaders, Christian crusaders are raising the dust in the world. The Christian world has produced more than 60,000 books against Islam from 1800 to 1950. More than 60,000. I was giving all these facts and figures at the previous meeting. There are some, out of the 70,000 missionaries that the Christian world, crusaders that have sent out, 60% are Americans. 42,000 Americans are raising the dust in the world today. Your churches are busy. Here in Birmingham, I don't know whether you know International Crusades from Canada. They have now moved to Birmingham. And they changed the name from International Crusades to International Teams. You know that? And they are now organizing teams of Christian missionaries to work among the Muslims of Birmingham. And I'm sure they're doing it here in Bradford. Christians of every denomination. Look, this young man gave his card. You know what they say? Youth for Christ. He has invited people to his home. He didn't have the guts or the temerity to ask a question. He wants these innocent people to come along for a cup of tea and biscuits so he can brainwash him. I want to know what he wants them to do at his house, when he didn't have the guts to come and ask a single question. So you say you are born again. And I take it that your profession is preaching. Your profession is preaching. Your occupation is preaching. Yes, you are a preacher. What are you preaching only to Christians? Are you preaching only to Christians?
No, I try, as Christ said, go ye into all the world. You may ask, whereabout do I go away from England? I will say, I haven't been to nowhere else since I've been born again Christian, for it's just in England here that I became a Christian. But as I go on the street, there are many who sat in this congregation who knew me very much, for at times I associate with plenty of people's home that I go and visit them. But my whole aim and desire is, as Christ says, tell it to the world, tell it to the nation. Christ in his last going away from the earth, according to St. John chapter 17, he prayed that his Father should glorify him. He said, now the time has come when I will be leaving these here, and I pray for them that you may keep them. They are in the world, but not of the world. And he goes on and he says, not only these alone, but...
Is that your question, sir? Excuse me, is that your question?
That's preaching. Let him preach. An opportunity like this will never get again in his lifetime. So many Muslims that they can hear him. Now you see, this is what I say, this born again sickness. You don't know the rights of others. People, they're born again, they don't know about the rights. There's the Englishman comes along and is going round and round in circles. He's not a speaker, he says, and he wastes everybody's 10 minutes. You see, he's born again. Everyone that is born again, he comes along to preach and he goes. Your question now, as much as you feel that you should share your faith with others, we are commanded more directly to address you. You remember in the verses that I read, I said, Qul, telling them, Allah says, Qul, tell them, Ya Ahl al-Kitab, O Jews and Christians, come. See, we are told to call the Jews and you more directly by name. Ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa'in bainana wa bainakum. That we come to common terms as between us and you. Let us get onto a common platform. And that common platform, the terms and conditions of getting together are, number one, Allah na'budu illallah, that we worship none but Allah, God Almighty. The only God we shall worship is the God, the Father in heaven. Not Moses, not David, Solomon, Jesus or Muhammad, but the Father in heaven. Let's worship Him. You said, yes, but He is a triune God. He's three in one. So we are told to tell you, وَلَا تَقُولُوا ثَلَاثَ. Don't say Trinity. إِنْتَهُ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. This is, stop it, it will be better for you. إِنَّمَا اللَّهُ إِلَهٌ وَاحِدٌ. For your God is one God. He's not three in one. So all these instructions are given to us to bring you back to the path because you have drifted away. Instead of worshipping the Father in heaven, you are worshipping Jesus. Am I right? You are worshipping Jesus. Yes. Jesus is your Lord.
Yes, but the Bible tells us no one go to God except through Jesus Christ. Thank you.
You see, this is a sickness. What Jesus said was, He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. That's right. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Yes. Now, of course, you know that. But if I ask you what is the context, you don't know the context. You just quoted a thing out of text. You see, if you quote anything out of context, it's a pretext for preaching what you want to preach. That's what you have been doing. I am asking you or any other Christian that is there, what is the context of that verse? No man cometh unto the Father but by me. In what sense, with what background did he utter those words?
That if their soul should be saved.
Not the purpose, the context. You look, you are an English-speaking person, maybe from Jamaica, you know English, you know what is text, you quote a text, I want the context, the text that goes with it before or after. You understand English? Otherwise, leave it to somebody who does.